Hey, what's going on, everybody? Whit Hyam here. I want to welcome you guys to today's Daily Dose of Awesome, your 15 minutes of inspiration, motivation. Really excited to be with you guys. And just to jump into it real quick, we're going to be talking about 4 simple things you need to work with clarity in your business and to avoid chaos, okay? And for those of you that are going to be jumping on and this is not live, what I want you to do, guys, is comment #replay. Let us know that you guys are coming in and you guys are catching this. So that way we can give you a shout out later. But for those of you that are going to be jumping on and this is live, please comment who you are, where you're from. Let us know where you're coming in from. And guys, let me know if you can hear me okay. I'm sitting in a hotel room right now, so let me know if you guys can hear me okay. If I'm coming in loud and clear, let me know, and hopefully I'm going to be able to see your guys' comments as you guys are jumping on here. But really excited, guys, to be jumping in here because, again, what we're going to be talking about today, guys, is 4 simple things that you guys need to work with clarity in your business and not chaos. And what this is going to help you do is generate more leads, more sales, build better, long-lasting relationships with the people that you're trying to communicate with, and avoid some of the struggle that I've seen a lot of people do when they start jumping into business and they're trying to find their path and where they want to go. This is going to help you clarify that. Okay, cool. So for those of you jumping on, again, comment who you are, where you're from. Let me know where you guys are coming in from. Courtney, Lisa, awesome. Welcome, guys. Super excited to have you here with us. Love it. Let's see here. Kenneth, what's going on, brother? Thanks for jumping on from Louisiana. Awesome. We got Courtney. We got Lisa jumping on here. Oh, whoops. There we go. Here we go. Perfect. Well, let's jump in. I want to set kind of the precedence, guys, of kind of what I'm talking about today, because again, we're talking about 4 simple ways to work with clarity in your business instead of chaos. So how many would you agree, for those of you that are jumping on right now, let me know if you guys can relate to this. Just comment a 1 down below if you guys can relate to this. If at any time in your business that you feel like you're working out of chaos instead of clarity. Let me know, guys, if that's kind of where you feel like you're kind of working out of a little bit, is out of chaos right now instead of clarity. Because, guys, this is probably one of the hardest things to I guess get really clear on in your business. And one thing that everybody struggles with at one point or another in their business is that they work out of chaos instead of clarity. And what does that mean? Okay, and again, drop me a 1 if you guys can relate to that right now. If you feel like you're working in chaos and you're kind of trying to find your direction in your business and you're like, okay, what do I do? Like, how do I actually get clarity so that way I feel like I'm going down a path that I want to go down? Okay, guys, because I don't care how well you work in chaos. The problem with chaos is that you're never going to have clarity, and you're always going to miss certain things that you need to be working on in your business to obviously take it to that next level. And so I want to give you guys just a few things that I've learned over the last couple years, things that me and Carrie still apply to this day in our business, things that we're always reevaluating in our business, all of that stuff, okay? 1 at times, definitely. Okay, cool. So again, this is going to be something, guys, that's going to come and go inside your business. Sometimes you're going to feel really clear on where you're going, and then you're going to learn something new, and then all of a sudden you're going to go back to chaos, okay? And one of the biggest reasons a lot of people struggle with this in their business is because, guys, let's face it, when we're trying to learn something new, we're trying to absorb a whole bunch of information all at once, and I totally get it. And so what that tends to do is it tends to kind of fog up our brain a little bit. We're not as clear as where we're going. Or let's say, for example, we're getting a whole bunch of different training from different people, right? Okay, the hard thing about getting training from different people and having a whole bunch of people, telling you one thing here and there, whatever, what happens is, guys, is because you're getting a whole bunch of different information, you feel like you're being pulled in a million different directions. Guys, if you guys can relate to that, if you feel like you've been pulled in a million different directions in your business right now, or have in the past, or you feel like it's happening right now, comment a 2 down below. Let me know, guys, if you feel like you're being pulled in a million different directions, okay? Because, again, I want to help you guys become very clear on this, on what needs to take place in order to help you guys start to work in clarity instead of chaos. If you guys are cool with that, let me know if you guys are cool with that. If you guys want to work in clarity versus chaos, just give me a me down below. Let me know if that's what you guys want to learn right now, how to be very specific and very clear in getting to that clarity in your business versus chaos. Okay, if you guys are cool with that, I'm going to dive right into it. Okay, so just a couple things. Okay, and these are the 4 things. I'm going to give you all 4 things real quick, and then I'm going to break them down for you. Okay, so the first thing is the vision that you guys have. Okay, what is your guys' vision right now? Okay, what does that look like for you? Okay, the second thing is goals. Okay, and not just regular goals. Okay, I'm going to dive into goals in a different way that you should be looking at goals, so that way you guys are setting proper goals for yourselves and not just random sporadic goals that have literal intention, like little to no intention of getting you from point A to point B. Okay, the third thing is objectives. Okay, the fourth thing is actually putting together an action plan based on the other things. Okay, so again, a vision, goals, objective, and action plan. Okay, and I'm going to help you guys put all of those together, and I'm going to break those each down for you. Okay, and I'm going to be looking down from time to time because I got notes right here to help me break them down for you guys. So I apologize if I'm not absolutely focused right here at the camera, but as you can see, I'm sitting in a hotel room because we're here at the Elite Marketing Pro Fast Track event down here in LA right now. And if you guys don't know what that is or have never been to one, I suggest doing the proper things or the necessary things to get to one of these events, because I'll tell you what, it will definitely give you a lot of clarity in your business. Okay, but let's break down vision. Okay, guys, that is your where, like where you're going. Okay, that vision is going to be very, very important to you guys because it's going to keep you on the right path. So that way you're avoiding the shiny objects, you're staying focused in what you truly want to accomplish in your business, but it needs to be clearly thought out. Guys, one of the biggest things, I think people do have a vision, but it's not clearly thought out of what that's going to look like, what it's going to be, and what it's going to take to get there. Okay, I think sometimes our vision is very vague. It's not thought out. This is something that needs to be written down, guys. What is your guys' vision in your business? What does that look like? Okay, does that look like helping other people? Does that look like mentoring other people, coaching other people, finding other people, building relationships? What is that vision that you guys have for your business? Okay, that point A to point B, and we're going to fill in the gaps between point A to point B, but what does that vision look like? Okay, that's what I want you guys to understand. And if you have not written down your vision yet, guys, I want you to write that vision down. Okay, for those of you that are on, how many of you written down your vision? I can honestly say I have written down my vision. Okay, like where I want to be, what I want to accomplish, and what it's going to take to get there. But if you guys have written down your vision, comment a me down below. And if you haven't, that's okay. I'm not trying to call anybody out here or anything like that. I'm just trying to get you guys to realize how important your vision is and where you're going. Because if you don't fully, if you're not fully clear and thought out your vision right now, I definitely want you guys to take some time and do that. Okay? Can you guys do that? Awesome. Okay? This is because this is the place where you aspire, where you aspire to be in your business. Okay? Where this is going to take you. So again, get very, very clear on that vision. Okay, the second thing is goals, guys. Now the hard thing about goals is goals are easily dismissed. Goals are easily just set and then not put a lot of thought into as well. Okay, if you think about most people on every single year, what do they decide to do? They decide to set a goal like I'm going to lose weight or do something like that. But for most people, when it comes to setting goals, within the first couple weeks, you give up on those goals. Number one, you probably set way too many goals. You set a goal that's really out of your reach or not, I shouldn't say attainable. It's not attainable. Okay. And you're just not setting the proper expectations with your goals. Okay. These are the what part of your of your vision. The what part. What does that look like? What is it going to take? What is getting me from point A to point B look like? Okay, so I'm going to have you guys, and maybe you guys have heard this before, the SMART goals. I'm going to identify these just a little differently, and some of you guys might have already heard this before, maybe either coming from JT or Carrie, or if you have been to a Fast Track event, they identify it this way. But setting your SMART goals, okay, and what does that look like? So write this down. Just write down the word SMART, and I want you guys to write down the meaning of each letter in this in SMART. Okay, so the first thing is being very specific and strategic. Okay, so again, guys, you need to be very specific in what you want to accomplish with that goal. If you guys are very vague and general about that goal, oh, I want to make a lot of money. Oh, okay, cool. That's a goal that a lot of people have is, oh, I want to make a lot of money. Okay, cool. But what specifically is going to get you to making a lot of money? You need to be very specific in what you're doing and very strategic as well. Okay, measurable, something that you can measure by you taking action and seeing a result and having it externally verifiable that, okay, this is what I need to do to get from here to here. You guys need to be able to measure that goal. Okay, so for example, a lot of people here run advertisements, right? Okay, or you're using social media to grow your page. That is stuff that is measurable because you can actually see a result that's happening from that. Whether you're getting results or not getting results, it's something that's measurable that you can predict and you can make a change to. Okay, so maybe running ads is one of those things that is going to help you get to where you want to be, or one of those goals, getting better at that. But you can even break down running an advertisement to make that even more broke down and getting specific goals within that as well. Okay, so it has to be measurable. The second thing the third thing is it attainable? Okay, are you setting a goal as, oh, I want to make $100,000 in 3 months? Okay, is that an obtainable goal? Okay, is that something that you can physically do in your current situation, whether you're a stay-at-home mom, whether you're a working mom or working dad or whatever that is that goal attainable? Okay, or are you trying to say, oh, so-and-so did it, so I think I can do it too? Guys, you need to measure yourself and say, okay, where am I? Where am I in my business? And how might I do this? But is it attainable for me to do the same thing that somebody else did? Okay, get reasonable with yourself here, guys. Okay, and if you guys are getting value out of this, let me know. Comment a me down below, or just comment #value if you guys are getting value. Show me some likes, show me some loves. I don't know how great my internet connection is right here right now, so hopefully you guys, this is coming in loud and clear. But if you guys are getting value out of this, let me know, guys, if you are getting value out of this. Okay, the fourth thing is it relevant? Is it results oriented? Okay, is it relevant to where your vision is? Are you doing things that's going to be very relevant to where you're going, what you're trying to obtain, all of that stuff? Okay, again, you got to be very specific as you're doing this. Okay, awesome. Lisa, value. Tracy, awesome, guys. I hope you're getting a ton of value out of this. Love it, love it, love it. Awesome. Okay, so time bound. Okay, this is the last thing when it comes to setting a goal, is actually having a time frame that you're going to accomplish this goal in. Now, this can be very scary for a lot of people because when they start to set goals, all of a sudden they're like, oh man, my deadline's coming, my deadline's coming. Guys, this isn't like a race to finish your goals. This is just giving yourself a proper timeline to say, okay, this is what I'm going to try to accomplish in this time frame, right? So for example, I use the example of, oh, I want to make $100,000 in 3 months. Number one, that isn't measurable. Number two, that isn't attainable. Chances are it's probably not relevant to what you truly want in your vision long term. And number four, the time bound on that is just not obtainable. So you got to set an attainable time bound as well, but give yourself that timeline so you actually work towards that action. Okay, so hopefully this, guys, is resonating, because this is going to help you get very, very clear in your business. If you feel like right now you're working out of chaos, you need to get really, really clear and identify the things that you need to be doing to get from point A to point B. Okay, so objectives. Okay, so even though if you've clearly identified your goals, and goals help you identify what it's going to take to succeed in getting from point A to point B, but the problem is once you have this information, it's the actual how do I go about doing this, right? How do I do this? How many of you guys have ever felt like you've been very, very clear in what you want to do, but now it comes into the how? Okay, if you guys have ever wondered the how question, how am I going to do this? How do I get that information, or how am I going to take action in this? Comment how down below if you guys have ever felt like I'm stuck. Guys, I have felt this. I still feel this every single day in my business when I'm learning something new or I'm going to be trying something new. I always feel like that I'm in the how stage. Like, okay, now that I know what I need to do, how am I going to actually do it? Okay, and it's a total normal thing to feel, guys. Okay, and chances are you're never ever going to get rid of the how thing. Okay, now you're going to get better at certain things, and you're always going to know what to do in certain aspects, but it's still wondering how. Ray, I love that you just say I'm still wondering how. So Ray, if you're getting any value out of this, and if you've done this, have you taken any of these steps? I'm just going to kind of call you out a little bit on this, just because you commented I'm still wondering how. based off of the stuff that I've went over so far, how many of you have actually taken these steps so far that I've went over? Getting very clear on your vision and actually setting an S-SMART goal. Okay, getting those first two components down, the vision and the goals down. How many of you guys have done that so far and been very specific like I have talked about? Not vague, okay? If you guys have been very general, I don't want that. I want to know if you guys have been very specific so far, okay? Okay, cool. Whereas, so the cool thing about objectives, guys, is the objectives is what's going to answer that how question, okay? It's going to answer the question of how very clearly. Objectives are short term, okay? This is the cool thing about objectives is it's going to be a short term thing that you're going to do. So strategy based, that will move you incrementally closer. So for example, I use in the middle of working on my goal now. Love it, Tracy. Awesome, awesome. Okay, guys, so I use the example of, oh, I want to make $100,000. Okay, cool. So what are some objectives that we need to be taking? Okay, if one of your goals is, okay, I'm going to do a Facebook Live every day. Okay, that is a goal that is measurable. You can see what's happening. You can start to see what's, the engagement that's happening, what's working, what's not working. Okay. I have written them tons of times. Okay, Ray, awesome. So you've written those goals tons of times. Now, what are your objectives? Okay, and that's what we're going to break down. Okay. Because once you have those objectives, so for example, like if you want to make 100,000 or you set the goal of, I'm going to do a Facebook Live every single day. Okay, what does that look like on a daily basis? What is that going to take for me to do a Facebook Live? Okay, what is that objective of that Facebook Live? Okay, so is that objective to get more engagement? Is that objective to create more comments, to get me more engaged, to create an audience of people that are talking to me? What is that objective? Okay, and that usually is what answers the how. Well, how do I do this? Okay, because if you're trying to get more engagement, obviously you're going to start to do a Facebook Live where you're actually interacting with people. So just like I'm doing on this Facebook Live, guys, I'm interacting with you, right? Ready for objective, okay? And this is extremely valuable. Love it, Ray. Awesome, awesome that you're getting this. Angeline, welcome from Saratoga Springs, New York. Welcome. But you got to be very objective in the things that you're going to be doing, especially when you get your goals. Be very, very objective. Now, the fourth thing is, guys, is setting up the action plan. Okay, what is the action plan? Okay, so without a vision, goals, objective, there is no action plan. Guys, so if you don't do the first three things here, you are not going to have any action plan to base that off of, to take action with, to get you from that point A to point B. Okay, and if you do start to take action, it's going to be sporadic. So this is where people start to operate in chaos versus clarity, is because number one, they're not very clear on their vision. They're not very clear on their goals. And if they have done those first two things, they're not very clear on the objectives that they need to be doing or the objective of what they are going to be doing with those goals. Okay, because then what happens in their action plan, it starts to work in chaos. It's sporadic, it's unfocused, it's not strategic, it's inconsistent action. So for example, guys, what I see with a lot of network marketers is, for example, when they start to learn a new skill set, they get all the goals and they start to take action, but they're not very clear on one of those, which really never led me to be inspired to take action. Love it. Okay, awesome. The objective, and I'm glad that is resonating with you, Ray, that the objective is what is what's really resonating with you, because now all of a sudden you're putting those pieces together. And if you can get that objective and what you're truly trying to do with your goals, that is what's going to put your action plan into clarity and not chaos. So I love it, love it, love it. I've worked on my goals and action plan, Facebook Live broadcast 1 per day for a week now. Okay, Angeline, awesome. I love that you're doing the Facebook Live broadcast 1 day per week. What is the objective of that Facebook Live? Get very clear on what you're trying to get people to do on that Facebook Live. Engage, create interaction. What is that? Get very clear on that objective, okay? Okay, but setting up your action plan, guys. So in your action plan, this is where you break down very specific tactical steps. Okay, things that you can do on a daily basis that might be tactical right now, and that's a whole nother thing that we could go into, tactical versus strategic. Okay, but you want to be very clear on those action steps that you need to be taking every single day to get you where you want to be. So, for example, if you want to make $100,000 in a year or whatever, Okay, what does that look like? Okay, I need to be doing a Facebook Live 3 times a week. Okay, I need to be, creating conversations with people 3 to 5 times a day where I'm interacting with more people. Okay, but one thing that I want you guys to do with your action plan is limit yourself to the amount of action that you are taking every single day. So with this item, create a daily action plan which consists of 3 to 5 things that you must complete to feel like you're going to be productive that day. And I say 3 to 5 because what ends up happening is a lot of people, they set a whole bunch of stuff that they want to do every single day. Guys, how many of you have set so many things to do in any given day, and at the end of the day, all of a sudden you get done and you're like, crap, I didn't do everything that I wanted to do. Guys, it's because you're overwhelming yourself. It's not, again, attainable to do that many things in any given day. So what I want you guys to focus on is 3 to 5 things that is going to be very, very attainable for you in any given day to move your business forward. Guys, this is about incrementally moving your business forward, okay? Not trying to all of a sudden jump continents here. You're not trying to jump from one continent to the other. You're trying to incrementally move your business forward because again, it's taking a little bite out of the big piece of elephant that you need to consume. So let's get very clear. So guys, again, let's go over this: a vision, goals, objectives, and what is your action plan? Putting 3 to 5 things every single day that you need to be doing. Okay, so if you guys gotten value out of this, let me know, guys. Hopefully you guys have gotten a lot of value out of this, and again, hopefully my internet connection is still good enough that I'm broadcasting in the right place, and because I'm not seeing a whole bunch of people jumping on, I'm wondering if I'm just not getting a lot of a great internet connection. But hopefully you guys have gotten a lot of value out of this. Start applying this right now, and if you guys have missed any of these steps, definitely go back and check the replay. If you guys gotten value out of this, don't be afraid to share this with your following of people, your community of people. Love it. Brian, I'm glad that you got value out of this. So again, focus on these things, guys. This is something that I evaluate every single day. And me and Carrie sit down every day and we ask ourselves, what worked about this, what didn't work, and what might we do differently the next day to be more consistent with our action plan, more consistent with our goals, our vision, and everything being congruent. So again, guys, game-changing value. Love it. I love it, love it, love that you guys got value out of this. But again, guys, Daily Dose of Awesome is going to be live again on Monday, I believe. I think. Okay, 1 p.m. Eastern time. It's always, we're going to be having the Daily Dose of Awesome, and it might even be Saturday. I can't remember. But anyways, guys, have your notifications on so that way you guys know when the Daily Dose of Awesome is going to be going live, but it usually goes live daily, 1 p.m. Eastern time. So be on the lookout for that, guys. Love you guys. I'm glad that you guys got a ton of value, and we will see you all soon. See you, everybody.